empaths, and all the genuine souls. These narcissists tapped into your energy, man. They tapped into your energy. This is why they thrive around chosen ones, empaths, and genuine souls. The authenticity that you have. Basically, if they can make you deem them as a partner or something like that, they tap into all of your devotion, your energy, your love, your care, and everything like that. And the way they do this is a hack of your mind. They're hacking your mind because naturally the neurological chemicals get released like oxytocin and things like that within every human mind. But the narcissist uses this in another fashion. They use this for self-gain, right? They use this to infiltrate your life and make you be in service to their world, in service to their world and their well-being. And this is what I'm trying to say, right? This has happened time and time again to some of you. Constantly meeting narcissists and things like that. Take the time to transform your energy for yourself. Okay? Sexual energy is a very powerful energy, and giving it out to wasters, right? People that are not deserving to be around, even your energy in general, your energy, your sexual energy, giving it to anyone who doesn't deserve it is wasted, right? And really, you've lost a lot through the relationships, right? It will turn around, promise you that. But at the moment, many of you are in a place, many of you are further along in your journey as well, but many of you are in a place that you feel like you've lost out. You feel like they've taken part of you. And many of you are actively in new relationships and things like that, still thinking about the narcissist or stuff like that. And you need to realize that you're still giving your energy out before you've rebuilt yourself. And that's where the transmutation of sexual energy comes into. If there's something you don't like about your weight, or you want to get more muscle, or you want to be more devoted towards a cause or something, many athletes and boxers and things like that, right, practice this practice, right, before they fight, before they've got a big event or something like this. It helps you channel your energy towards it, so you abstain from that activity in every which way, and you channel it elsewhere. So basically, your libido or your drive to, because it's in you to procreate. That's why it's in the man and the woman, right? But when you don't do it, the universe or God and nature, the natural law of nature, gets confused to like, why aren't you procreating? Why aren't you procreating? Why aren't you procreating? And you're channeling this energy, so like a hack, and you're channeling this energy into your own life. Something a narcissist will never understand. And this is why you need to know, is something that you should be aware of in this journey. Because there are those of you that have come out of the relationship, you haven't moved into a new relationship, you haven't rushed forward. Or if you have, you've bounced back and then you've gone on the path again. This is what you need to master. It's not for a lifetime. Okay, it's not for a lifetime. There's actually a bird called a blue-footed booby. You can look it up. And it channels this energy, right? It doesn't mingle with other birds, right? And it practices abstinence. So it's channeling this energy towards whatever, building this nest and doing all this stuff. Then apparently these birds, when they get together, prior to that, they get a more attractive glow around them. Okay, they get a more attractive glow around them. The bird, the blue-footed booby, is actually a really nice bird to look at, right? They get a more attractive glow, and that's how they select their mate. So what I'm saying is, when I talk about leveling up and everything, this is a key part of it. This is a key part of it because the universe and God will throw things at you. Not all of them are going to be good people, but nature. Let me say nature, right? The law of nature is going to throw things at you, opportunities, different people, right? Where you can go off and be with them. And then what you start to see happen is you see yourself thriving in your own life because you've come so far from the abuse that you were in, and you realize that you don't want to settle down right now, and you've got some more time to spare, you see? And really, it's not the be all end all if you have children or not, really. And it's kind of changed the way things are in this world. There's a lot of people that are working into elder years, right? Going beyond retirement ages. There's a lot of people that um go further in their careers and don't have children because they focused on their career and things like that. So, you know, if it's for you, it'll be for you, but you can still use this as a hack up until the point that you do meet someone or whatever. Many of you have had children and you're not having children now. Many of you don't want to have children now, or many of you feel like you missed out on having children, right? Look, that's an understandable thing, and like, but is it really? One thing I will say for those of you that feel like you've missed out having children or stuff like that, or time's running out, or you got to understand that there's no, if these relationships didn't work with you and the narcissist involved, you can only speak to people, because I speak to people who have children with narcissists, right, in sessions, and it's no good, right? They love their children and everything, but they feel like the wrong person is the parent. You know, then they have to wrap around their head like they wouldn't have this child if it wasn't for that parent and all this stuff, right? They wouldn't have that particular child if it wasn't for their DNA mixing and everything like that, right? So, look, all I'm saying to you is you can transform. You've got the opportunity to transform where you're at by not indulging, right? Because in that, for a period of time while you're healing, it's not long. You know, I've heard of, there was someone that I spoke to. They were doing this, and they they they're really successful. They went on to be really successful, right? Um, very quickly. They healed very quick, and you know, other people it takes longer to heal. It's not a race, right? But you can heal a lot quicker when you eliminate that out of the factor, right? And you get more better opportunities. You're not looking for it, but opportunities will come your way. What I need you to understand, those of you that feel lonely or you feel alone, not alone. Alone is, you know, being alone is a blessing, right? It's like a real mastering being alone and understanding it and seeing that you thrive being alone is powerful. But lonely is a low vibrational thing, right? I'm not belittling, but you got to understand that all of you could meet someone today, right, and hook up and all of that, right? And most likely it's going to be a toxic, dusty weirdo, right? And there's no time for that anymore. You know, the chosen one, the empath, the genuine soul that you are, let's take a detour, heal, and transmute this energy, transform your life first, build yourself up. And the reason why, it's not, you're actually just getting even by taking a period of time out, whatever you specify, whatever's good for you. Okay, whatever's good for you to take out is a reflection of getting even. Okay, because you've given out so much of your time, your energy to people that are takers and wasters and dusty weirdos, right? That's what you've done. So now the universe and nature and God is saying, "Oh, like, spend a portion of your time by yourself, build yourself up, build the life that you want." And if someone wants to come along for the ride of your life, let them in the future if they want to. But you've already built a meaningful life, a good life, you know? That's what it's about. Because we've all wasted so much time in, you know, these demonic discrepancies. I don't even know if that's the right word, but like, just what I mean by it is just wasting time on dusty weirdos. Okay? And this is how they hack your hardwiring of your oxytocin, neurological chemicals in your brain. They hack this and love bomb you and try to get you entrapped in these things. So you give them your energy, and that's why they can glow afterwards. a lot of the times. Like what I say to you is they're gonna hit the downfall. They'll hit a collapse once that burns out. But they are highly intoxicated off your energy and off your light, and they need an empath's energy and light, a chosen one's energy and light, and a genuine soul's energy and light. They need that authenticity from people like you to truly thrive. Point being is when they get it, they're unappreciative, and they think they can go on and thrive further. They're looking for higher heights. Do they get there? No, they don't. They don't get there. Because what they learn to realize is they've gone off thinking they're transforming, okay? And really, it's just a momentary transformation that takes place from your energy within inside themselves, okay? And yet, obviously, if they stayed around you, they would have never truly understood what it was that you provided. So that's why they all need to come to an end, these relationships. But look, this exists with even in friendships and all of that. Giving your energy as a whole, of any kind, your sexual energy, your energy and attentiveness towards friends and family, if they're not, decent people, there's no point actually spending your time wasting it on these individuals. There's absolutely no point. See what I mean? So this is what we all need to go on the path of transformation and ascension and growth and development, and transmute this energy towards, higher heights for ourselves. Okay? Think about it, right? There's nothing more better than having your own life and structure to your own life and things that you do, hobbies. Hobbies can be gym, could be anything, right? Hobbies could be music, hobbies could be anything. Whatever, right? You have your hobbies, you maybe have a job, or you look after your children, or you do this, and you have your things that you're working towards, and always set goals. Okay? The point of these ending of relationships, whenever they occur, this is not the last relationship that's going to end for you. You need to get that out of your head. You can easily find one today. Okay? You could come away from this video probably planting bad seeds in your mind, but you could go on a dating app, or you could go on some, there's dating apps for all ages, right? You could go on something, you can meet someone, and probably it's going to be a narcissist, most likely. So there's no point, right? So without you having your own things happening in your life, you're going to really invest yourself in this new person, and they're going to just take from you again. Whereas if you have your own life, you have your own structure, you have your own things that you're working towards, you have your whole thing, and you're personally okay by yourself and very comfortable, then you're less likely to get drawn out by wasters. And if you feel that authentic connection, you'll feel it. But if it's lust and low vibrational people, it's probably gonna be like another love bomb thing and all of that stuff. See, really excessive talking all the time and everything at the beginning, all that crap. Waste of time, all that talking, opening up, all of that. Okay, so something I want you to know is, don't talk about the past with anyone. You've been through the narcissistic abuse. Actually, you've probably told friends and family and stuff like that. You can, and therapists and things like that. That's okay, but you've got friends and family for that. If you're meeting someone new, they don't need to hear what. I'm not putting you down if you've done it. I'm just telling you a word for the wise, right? Don't tell them, because they look. If it's a narcissist, they use this to exploit you. They throw these very things back in your face. The very things that you maybe were insecure about, or you had this about, or had this about, they'll throw that back in your face and use it to attack you. 100%. That's what they do. And that's what they're doing when they're listening. They're collecting data on you to use against you. Alright? So if you meet someone who talk about the present or the future or whatever you want to talk about, they ask about the past, brush it under the carpet. I'm not telling you to lie. You can just say, oh, went separate ways, whatever. You know what I mean? Don't focus on the past with past relationships, you know. I know these are very present for you right now, these people, but that will pass. You won't think about them at all. You'll just be getting on with your life. You see what I mean? But I need you to know that all narcissists want a chosen one empath and genuine soul because they have a pure energy source. Your sexual energy is pure. Your energy is pure, right? And they tap into that to try and get you working for them, for their selfish agendas. And it works. It works all the time. This is what they do. And that's how it's a hack of tapping into your oxytocin, your things like this, and trust, and making you open up and all this. See what I mean? So be very, very careful and vigilant. Be very, very careful and vigilant. And focus on transform. This is... Take someone that wanted to lose weight, or take let's use that, right? Or someone that wanted to put on weight, or someone that wanted to get muscly, or someone whatever, right? Or someone wanted to tone their body, or whatever. By you abstaining, you dedicate yourself towards your gym or your whatever, and or working out at home or whatever, and you actually see radical improvement in your life. Okay? You can do this towards your hobbies, towards your work, towards your side hustles, towards whatever you want to do. Alright? It's just a simple thing of transforming your energy, transmuting it towards a higher purpose. And look, maybe some years ago people settled down very early, but I think times have changed now. Okay? Times have changed really. And the be all end all is starting to be realized by many people now because of the toxicity in the world. If the toxicity weren't here, many of you and I would be in these relationships that were decent relationships and everything would be fine. But they're not. Okay? It's even difficult to find real friends. It's even difficult to find it within your own family, real people. Okay? So it's even more difficult to find it where you're going to get in a relationship with someone that's had a totally different upbringing, they're a narcissist, and all of this stuff. And it's just, they're there for the taking. You see? So work, I advise you to you know, just, the narcissist becomes so egotistical, fulfilled, well, they're never fulfilled, but fulfilled to enough degree from your energy. They do. And that's why so many of you think they're glowing. You think they're glowing. You think they're great. They're doing wonderful. They're going to burn out a little bit later. They do transform, but they'll burn out. Alright? And the main thing I need you to know is once a narcissist knows you're not interested and you're not thinking about them and you don't care about them, they try and do things to provoke you. The ones that even if you're discarded, I made a video earlier about yesterday about being discarded, right? Even if you're discarded, they pop up, they make fake accounts, they do all this stuff, okay? They do all this stuff, and even their silence. I made a video recently on the reverse Hoover. Even their silence stands for something. They're trying to bait you, all right? They're trying to bait you. They're weird, all right? They're very weird. So just understand that you have intense sexual energy. It's very intense, and you can do it for the greater good. You can strive like emulate the blue-footed booby that gets a more attractive glow. You become more fulfilled. You're completely comfortable being alone. Like it's a real liberating feeling and fulfilling feeling with oneself. Okay, so anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. I'm available 24 hours for sessions as well. If you were interested, look into Zao Music. I've released an EP, a debut EP, on the same themes that we cover on the channel, and I've also released a single for the upcoming project that's coming out soon. So anyway, I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.